Hi everyone, I'm Daniel J. Putra. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing about a verse from Quran that top Muslims ignore. Let us first read Surah An-Nisa, verse 3. If you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphans, marry women of your choice, 2 or 3 or 4. But if you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly, then only one, or that your right hand possess. That will be more suitable to prevent you from doing injustice. First of all, the verse has no context. The first sentence talking about orphans, and next line is talking about marrying women. So when Muslims cry context, it is stupid because Quran has no context. If you read the verse, you will end up with question about the orphans. And then what about the orphans? Because Allah did not finish the sentence and switch to different topic in the middle. So now this is about anyhow. Let's leave that one. Go back to the verse. This according what the verse means according to Muslims. This about how many wives a Muslim can have or can marry. Surah An-Nisa is believed to be revealed on the 3rd year of Hijrah until the 8th. In CE, it's year 625 to year 630. The wives mentioned there are not including sex slaves or female captives. From the first time Surah An-Nisa revealed until it finished, Muhammad married 9 women. When Khadijah, the first wife of Muhammad, was still alive, Muhammad was monogamous. After the death of Khadijah, everything changed. But that is not the strange thing. So he married another 3 times, Sauda, Aisha, and Zainab. After that, Surah An-Nisa was revealed, where the maximum of 4 wives mentioned. During the time of Surah An-Nisa being revealed, he married 9 more women. Muhammad's wives are or were Khadijah bin Khuwailid, Sauda bin Zama, Aisha bin Abu Bakar, Hafsa bin Umar. Sorry, not Zainab, but Hafsa bin Umar. The 5th one, now, during An-Nisa was revealed, he married Zainab bin Kuzaimah, Hind bin Abi Umayyah, Zainab bin Jash, Juwairiyah bin Al-Harith, Ramla bin Abi Sufyan, Rehana bin Zaid, Safiyah bin Huyay, Maimunah bin Al-Harith, Maria Al-Kittibiyah. As we can see, Muhammad is above Quran. Muslims will usually say, well, he was allowed because he was a prophet. Was he allowed? Oh, okay. Show me the verse where he is allowed to marry more than 4 women. And what about, let's say, we let that one go. What about Umar ibn al-Khattab, Uthman ibn Affan, and Ali ibn Talib? How come They too had more than 4 wives. Who were they? Let's start with Umar. His wives were Zainab bin Madun, Kulthum bin Jarwal, Quraibah bin Abu Umayyah, Jamila bin Thabit, Atika bin Zaid, Hakim bin Al-Harith, Kulthum bin Ali, Kulthum bin Abu Bakar. Now, the wives of Uthman: Asma bin Abijal, Ruqayyah bin Muhammad, Kulthum bin Muhammad, Fakitah bin Ghazwan, Al-Banin bin Uyana, Fatimah bin Al-Walid, and this one doesn't have the name, but it's just mentioned as daughter of Khalid ibn Asid, Amir ibn Najam bin Jundub, Ramla bin Saibah, Bunana, Naila bin Afurafisa, Zainab bin Hayyan. It is a concubine, and then there's another concubine without name. And so, how many times Umar married? How many wives he had? 8 wives. Now, how many wives Uthman had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wives plus 2 concubines. Uthman had 11 wives and 2 concubines. Umar had 8 wives. Let's go with Ali ibn Talib. Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad. So Fatimah bin Muhammad. Umamah bin Zainab, Al-Banin, Layla bin Masud, Asma bin Umais, Kaula bin Jafar, Al-Sabah bin Rabiah. This is 7, but actually, if you go, there are more names. If you go to Shia, I believe it's Shia sources, they have 1 or 2 more women. So Sunni believe, and what Sunni and Shia believe, Fatima actually was the only wife Ali had. But after the death of Fatima, which is about 6 months after the death of Muhammad, Ali married all these women, 6 or 7 of them. So why 3 out of 4 so-called Rashidun caliphs had more than 4 wives? Does Surah 4 or Surah An-Nisa verse 3 mean anything to them? Why did Muhammad ignore this verse? Why didn't he tell them? And Ali ibn Talib, all these caliphs, they ignore this completely. I wonder what the companions of Muhammad were thinking. Marrying more than 4 women? If their prophet did not follow the verse, if the top Muslims did not follow the verse, so who that verse will stand to, or what for? Many Muslims argue that Muhammad was given special treatment from Allah. But if you are a Christian, you will not hear this from Bible. Moses was punished by God. As a result, he died before Israelis entered the Promised Land. Muslims often argue that David and Solomon too had many wives. David and Solomon were kings. So that's why they had many wives. But they too fell from grace. And sometimes Muslims mention that that Moses had two wives. Moses married the Cushite woman after the death of Zipporah. He was about 80 years old, and Zipporah had most likely died. That's why he married the woman from Ethiopia, or Cushite. And all of us, we know that Jesus was not married. In conclusion, no real prophet would spend so much time marrying Pharisee women, except Muhammad. Again, Muslims believe that those marriages were done to build allegiance. Why no other prophet did the same thing in the name of allegiance? Muhammad needed because he did not have proof that he came from God. Muhammad did not have a single miracle. I talked about this in my other video. So even after their God, in their so-called Holy Quran, restricted the amount of the women they can marry, they still did not follow. Because who could live with only 4 wives, right? Thank you for watching and listening. For those who live with love, and for those who live with lust, God bless you all.